Our dairy was started in 1942 at this site by my grandparents, George and Emma Gioletti. So we've been here a while in Turlock. My dad and my mother and my brother and I are still actively involved in all the management.
We applied for the AMP program because it seemed like best program I've ever seen in my time in the dairy business in terms of helping with nutrient management and methane emissions. With a zero match type of project, there's no other program like this. To me, you have not much to lose other than some time. And to me, it's the best environmental program out there. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, really, where the state will help us manage a lot of environmental challenges that we're facing.
In the summer, we kind of just settled on, because we have this big slab area, is just spreading it out thin, and within a week we can dry it up and stack it, and then it's ready for the fields after the corn comes off to haul out there. You spread the manure there during the summertime, and it dries within a week, and then you stack it up, and then it's ready for the field right away. Yeah, getting the design done was not a problem, and the construction went smoothly. We were fortunate that we were able to get a personal contact that we have to become a dealer for the vacuum scraper.
The first goal would be reducing our methane emissions and also help improve our water quality.
The project was designed to reduce methane emissions, but we saw it as a way to potentially export nitrogen off of our facility or get manure in an easier form to export. The operator we have, he's a skilled operator anyway. He's familiar with lots of equipment, loaders and skid steers, but we did have to provide a little bit of training, but it's really simple to operate. And one thing that he's noticed, and we've all noticed, we do get a lot more of the rocks that are in the lanes. We get those up, so that's better for the cows. Previously, we used to scrape everything with a skid steer. This process is pretty seamless. As soon as the cows go into the milking parlor, he's there, he vacuums up, goes and dumps, comes back, he's ready for the next pen.
The vacuum scraper systems definitely helped us manage our manure better. It complements our flush system. It gives us more time, more capacity in our settling ponds, which is our primary way of settling solids. And it helps us economically in that we're cleaning out our settling ponds less, and it's also providing us manure that's dry and readily available at a better time of the year when the fields are ready to spread.
We do need a nitrogen source on land that's not next to our dairy. So it's providing, basically homegrown nitrogen instead of having to buy commercial fertilizer. It allows us to get some of the nitrogen we produce here to some of our land that doesn't have lagoon water access. We will reduce our fertilizer usage, our commercial fertilizer usage, by using this project. So the concrete pad is all graded to a drain, so all water is contained from that pad and easily maneuverable.
What we saw as a benefit with the vacuum scraping system is that we can handle manure in a drier form, so we can export manure to fields that we rent and own about a 5 or 6 mile radius around the farm. We can dry it, remove a lot of the water, and then transport it in a truck. We can transport a manure product that's denser in nutrients. Anybody thinking about applying for an AMP program or project, I would just suggest that you really focus on what are your goals on your farm. Are you trying to just reduce methane emissions? Are you trying to increase solid separation? Are you really focused on water quality? These projects can do more than just one thing. So think about the regulations today and the future regulations coming down the line. I would still recommend dairymen to spend the time, get a good project, do the application. Even if you don't get accepted, you don't have much to lose other than your time, and some of that time could be used for future rounds. I would definitely say start early, even before the applications are released. I would start with getting bids from your contractors if your project requires infrastructure. I would suggest going to your local air district and water district and letting them know what you plan on doing and getting a letter of permission or a letter saying that it's not going to change your permit in any way. The reimbursement process with CDFA was awesome. It was straightforward and seamless. As soon as we got all our paperwork in, the check came in the mail and we were able to pay everybody and move on. So it was very easy to work with CDFA.